Hey everyone, welcome back to the first part of my new Let's Play. I know it's been quite some time, but again, I explained my reasons in my last video. So without further ado, let's kick this game off a little bit. It's one of my personal favorites on the Game Boy Advance. Oh hey, email. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, because it is quite loud. There we go. Much more manageable. Okay, again, this is one of my personal favorites on the Game Boy Advance. It's not the favorite, but it's pretty high up there. So, what do we have for our opening text scroll? It is 1830. At an old Austrian castle. The old home of Arnold Schwarzenegger. From the worshippers of chaos rise the plea for the return of the Lord of Darkness. Didn't Tenacious D kick his ass, though? I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm gonna move my mouse out of the way now. We crave the presence of the embodiment of suffering. Justin Bieber? The ruler of darkness. Oh, 4chan's B board. Okay. Oh, great job. You broke it. Oh, Dracula. That was my fourth guess. I have waited for this moment to be awake again. I don't know what kind of accent that is, but meh. To bask in darkness and feel the moonlight within. I need to learn how to act. Count Dracula, I am honored to be in your presence. Hey, I like the word presence. Indeed, though I lack my full power. I'm a vampire, not like those stupid Twilight faggots. We are preparing the rite to replenish your power. Stop! Some old fart. You cannot be allowed to taint the world. I like that word. You. I remember. You were one of the vampire killers that sealed me. You've aged. I love how simple and blunt he is. Just like, yeah, you got old. It is our duty to see you banished. Amusing. To use my nemesis' life to return my power. I really wish I knew why my fake accent was fluctuating. I have no use for children. Be gone. Motherfucking bats out of nowhere! And break the floor. Dude, Nathan! Master! Father? I don't know what to give Hugh's voice. And so we fall, and fall, and fall, and not break our shins on impact. No creatures around here. Hugh, are you okay? Yeah, we were just brushed aside and ignored. We have to find Master. I'll go. He's my father. Nathan, you'll just be in the way. Just get out of here. I want to find Matt. Okay. So the controls are fairly simple. Left and right moves. We have a jump. We have a whip. We have a spinning command. And we can also slide. The slide does as much damage as our whip. And R does nothing yet. L does something, but not at the moment. The tune playing in the background is known as Nightmare. There's an annotation link for you, so you can listen to the song without interruption or hearing me completely screw up. And, okay, these guys should be dropping something fairly easily. Don't know why they're not. I mean, the drop rate is set insanely high for the first two of these items, and now it's not for some reason. Oh, I don't know. This tune in the background it's currently playing is known as Awake. Pretty sure it is. Well, either way, there's another annotation link for you so you can listen to it in full. There we go! Receive the Salamander card. This game's main gimmick is the DSS, or dual setup system. It's fairly intuitive, fairly interesting. I rather like it. It's definitely not It's not my favorite gimmick of the Castlevania series. That goes solely to... Oh, another card, another card. Come on, let me get it. Thank you. Receive the Mercury card. Okay. Now, again, it's not my favorite gimmick. It's certainly up there. But my absolute favorite Castlevania gimmick of all time has got to be the soul system used in the Sorrow games. Both Aria and Dawn. Granted, Dawn of Sorrow actually had a little bit more put into it, but hey, who am I to judge? Yes, I'd like to save. Now, YouTube has apparently expanded its video limits to beyond 15 minutes, but I think 15 minutes is a long enough video length. To me, at least. Now, basically the way the dual setup system works, 10 action cards, 10 attribute cards, all of which we have to find by beating enemies. Now, there is a funny little glitch, actually. Now, I'm just going to demonstrate it once, but I'm not going to do it anymore because it just feels like cheating. Now, normally, we activate our thing, we start glowing, now we have a flaming whip, because that's what these two cards put together do. But, if we pause while in the middle of that, let's change this to... I think it's this one. And let's just pick one of the random attributes. No change to our stats. Oh, look at that. Suddenly, our whip is full of electricity. Change to a different one. Oh, wait, sorry. In order to fully use this, we need to have a valid combination. Start the combo. And for some reason, our whip swing does more damage. Or is draining mana. Why is that? Because it sends an earthquake along the ground now. Now again, we're not going to use this glitch. I was just demonstrating it really quickly to show that, while awesome, the system does have a couple bugs in it that can be easily exploited. But again, we're not going to use it because it's just unfair. I'm not going to specifically grind for cards, because the game itself is fairly solid. The cards just add an extra level of, hey, let's do something awesome. Plus, there's 20 cards, and they don't have a very high drop rate. So I'm not grinding to get cards. Whoa! However, I'm also going to add, this game does have an interesting sense of replayability in the sense that after you beat one game, specifically in this case the Vampire Killer mode, you unlock the next mode, which is called, need a strength boost here. Ow. The next mode is called Magician Mode. The mode after that... Whoa! Oh. That's... Ow! Jeez, I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm a little rusty. It's also a little bit, more... Ow! It's a tad more difficult than Aria of Sorrow was. There we go. We beat the guy. Let's turn that off now. Hey, we got knives! But yeah, there's 4 different extra modes of play. Magician Mode, Fighter Mode, Archer Mode, and Thief Mode. We are going to do all 5, just not consecutively, because that would be ridiculous. But no, I'm going to be doing... Right, learn to dash. I'm going to be doing this game in between Let's Plays. You know, just so you have a consistent source of animation? That's not the right word. The correct word that I mean to say is entertainment. Why did I just about say animation? I don't know, I think I've been watching too much anime as of late. Actually, what am I talking about? You can never have too much anime. For the record, in Vampire Killer mode, we are going to, at the later point, go through the optional arena area. Not just because it has, fairly high level creatures, so it's a really good spot for level grinding, but also because it has one of the best translation mix-ups I have seen in a game in quite some time. Okay, we're actually fairly low on health, so we want to be careful. Oh, wait! I just remembered. This room has... Ha! You suck, skeletons! An HP max, which means we have a bit more health. Only 10 more, but whatever. We have a little bit more health, which means we can now take a bit more damage. As HP maxes fill your health up completely when you grab one, which is always useful. These things are a godsend. Why? Simple. This game is not as liberal with its save points. It feels that they are best spread out, because as we can see, the last save point is way back here, and we haven't found one since. Now granted, part of it is because I haven't been exploring the castle in full, but still. If this was Aria of Sorrow, exploring this much, I would have found 2, maybe 3 save points. Let me onto the platform. Thank you. Okay. I don't think spirits drop any cards. So we're gonna keep moving before we get completely mobbed, but you know what? Oh! You resist fire! Whoa. Mudman. I am, for the record, going to quickly double-check what enemies drop what cards, so that I know, I'm not going to grind for the cards, but I want every chance. Oh, hey, level up. I want every chance I can get to get a card. Okay, here's another save point. Now, a funny thing, before I close the video, this game actually received a fair number of, or a fair amount of negative feedback. One of the reasons for this feedback was because, apparently, the graphics were too dark. Now, as you can plainly see, the graphics aren't really that dark at all. Now, why is that? Well, this was a launch title for the Game Boy Advance, which was before the days of backlit handheld consoles. There may have been, an unknown backlit thing or not, but still, the main power players in terms of the, shall we say, handheld consoles was at the time Nintendo. And they decided, backlights, those are for suckers. We're not going to put one in our games. So, we'll make our stuff really difficult to see. So, blame that was placed on the game should have been placed on the console itself. Because, yeah, the graphics are fairly bright. There are some spots where it could be a little brighter or the graphics could be a little clearer. But it animates fairly well. The gameplay is very smooth, as you can see. And we just saw a boss door. No, that's not lag, that's me finally saying, hey, boss door. So we're actually going to save this video, game, before we go and fight the boss, and I will see you in the next upload. Catch you guys later!